Hi, I'm Seamus Hurd with Liam Brown and Sam Kane, and this is NFL Today. And today we got some topics here. Which of the first we're going to go to? Which players will these players overperform or underperform expectations? First, I got Christian McCaffrey. This is a hot topic. Will he stay healthy? Will he go on to be a great player this year, or will he maybe not stay healthy, or maybe his amount of touches has got to him? What do you say?
I'm going to put him right in the middle. I don't think he's going to underperform, and I don't think his injury will affect him that much. But also because of the injury, I think it might limit his production a little bit. I don't think he's going to be easily the best running back in the league. I also don't think he'll underperform, so he's right in the middle for me.
I think this is Christian McCaffrey, who at one point was the highest paid running back in the league. This year, in the past years, he has not performed like that since signing the contract. The year he signed the contract, he was playing like an MVP. Now he's barely reaching 1,000 yards. Not going to be this productive this year. I don't see that many grabs from him. And Sam Darnold, not going to help when you had Teddy B out there. Sam Darnold is a step back. He'll get more carries, but the defense will be more predictable.
Well, I can see both of your guys' opinions doing what you say, but before we move on, we have a number to call today if you want to call, 781-996-1207. Please call in if you have an opinion. Thank you, guys. But what do you think about DeAndre Hopkins? Do you think he'll over or underperform his expectations?
DeAndre Hopkins is another interesting one. I think so as of now, this is just for fantasy football. This is a little different, but in fantasy football right now, he's being around the fourth receiver drafted. That is too low for him. He should be 2 or 3. So in fantasy football, I think he will overperform. And I also think he'll do that in the season. Kyler Murray is going into his 3rd season, and at this point, he should solidify himself as a top 10 quarterback. The offense is much better. The whole team in general is much improved, and they've played with each other for a longer time now. I think he will overperform.
And we have a caller from Pennsylvania. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm Frankie from Chicago, Illinois, and I was wondering what you think about the Browns and their running backs.
What do you think about that?
The Browns running backs, when they signed Kareem Hunt from Kansas City, we all know what he did in the hotel. That was a deadly 1-2 punch. I think that was the best duo in the league, not even very close. And then David Montgomery for the Bears with Tariq Cohen coming back from his ACL injury is going to be magnificent because it's going to be the pound the ball down your throat and then a little bit of a outside edge runner with Tariq Cohen with his speed.
To add a little bit on, I really love the Browns running back duo. I think it's easily the best in the league. They have a top 5 offensive line. And Kareem Hunt is severely underrated. Kareem Hunt could be a starting running back for a lot of teams in the NFL. So I really love the Browns running back duo, and they have a great offense and defense, so I really like them this year.
Thank you for calling in. Well, we get that. And now, what do you guys have as your top 5 receivers? Give me your top 3.
So my top 3, number 1, I have Devontae Adams. He had a truly incredible season last season. His production will obviously be affected like anyone would if they lose their starting quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, we don't know if he's going to stay or leave yet. If Aaron Rodgers leaves, I could totally see him falling down to 2, 3, or 4. If he stays, he's still at the best receiver spot. Number 2 is Tyreek Hill. This is kind of self-explanatory. He's so talented, so fast. He did wonders for my fantasy team last season. And the 3rd spot, I think, is a tie between Hopkins and Diggs. I can't really make that decision yet, but by the end of the season, I think we'll definitely know.
Now, for me, my number 1 clear cut as day, it's got to be DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, there's not that much to it. He's in Arizona. He was with Deshaun Watson, and he's been performing like crazy with Kyler Murray. Number 2, I have Julio Jones. This is a guy who at one point was the face of the league until 28-3 happened in Super Bowl 51. but he is going into a new system with two pretty good wide receivers already. I think his touches are going to go down this year. And number 3, I got Stephon Diggs. I mean, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. That defense is going to have them the ball a lot. And one person that I'm going to leave off the list is Davante Adams, because Aaron Rodgers, we don't know what's going on with him in Green Bay now, and I just can't see him performing as well without Aaron Rodgers.
Did you just exclude Tyreek Hill from your top 3?
Yes.
Well, I gotta say, it depends on what you want. If you want a speedster, you got Tyreek Hill. If you want a guy that can go up and get the ball, you got DeAndre Hopkins. If you want a little bit of both, but worse at both, you can get Davante Adams. It's all up in the air about receiver game, and the receivers have been at the top of their game for a while now in the NFL. What do you guys got for your MVP picks?
I personally, this is kind of a dark horse. I see a running back winning it this year. I see Derrick Henry,
Wow.
Dalvin
Interesting.
Cook. I can't see Nick Chubb. He's a great player, but that 1-2 punch just makes him less valuable, but more valuable at the same time. But I'm going Derrick Henry. You know, I think that play action will work better this year now that they have Julio, and then they can work the run game off of that play action with Ryan Tannehill, who signed a good contract last year. And Derrick Henry's just kind of an overall beast.
I like that take. I don't think a running back can win MVP. They could totally win Offensive Player of the Year. Not MVP, though, for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's become kind of more visible in the last couple of years that running backs are less valuable than we think. And I feel like in this day and age, a quarterback is always going to win MVP. So for my pick, I have Josh Allen. As I've said a lot, the Bills have such a complete roster. They have a great offense. Josh Allen he's really coming into his own. He had a huge improvement last season, so he's my pick.
Well, I gotta say, both your guys' MVP picks are a bit dark horse candidates. I mean, nobody said Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers. I feel like most people are. But that's gonna have to wrap up our show today. Thank you guys for watching today. Bye.